Professor Duncan here, showing you how to submit your first paper's assignment, and this will work for this first paper, the kind of God is within you, but then as you're moving on to the other papers, you'll follow this exact same process. So I'm going to make one video now, but that'll last us throughout the rest of the semester. So I'm starting off in my word processor, and then I'll show you how to export or save to the right kind of file format that we can then put into Canvas, make sure it's uploaded correctly, and then move on from there. So let's begin. I wrote this. I didn't actually write it. I just used a random text generator. This is good Latin for the most part. This lorem ipsum dolor sit amet is kind of Latin gobbledygook, but it's used to look about like English by graphic designers. So classics is everywhere is I guess what I want to say. But I have a few things up here you'll notice. I've got my name, I've got my UNID, I've got the title of the paper, and then I have my my actual kind of title here. I'm thinking, oh, a modern Hephaestus, somebody who's a creator, a forager, however you might want to put it. So the text is bunk, but the idea is all correct. So this is what I'd want, but then we need to check a few things to make sure the formatting suggestions, I guess requirements, are being met. So we're using the right font. We've got Times New Roman here, not Palatino, but that's fine. Regular size, 12 point, that's key. And then we also should check out our document settings. So using Pages, you can go into it and check these things out here. Make sure that the document margins all around are 1 inch. So we have that. We can see that up here at the top with the ruler. So good. So we've got 1 inch boundaries, size 12 Times New Roman font. Now what we can do is go in and change the spacing of this. This is all what I call single spaced. This doesn't give your commenters space to put it right in comments. Of course, we'll be doing this all digitally, so it doesn't really matter, but you'll find that in most of your college essays, you'll want double spaced of this format. So again, depending on what word processor you're using, you should just get into where you can modify these text things, and then go to this line spacing or paragraph spacing. This is just all seems basically automatic, but I want to work with this line. That's what I need. So I want to double it, and here's my doubling option right here, and we'll click on that, and then this is what a double spaced paper will look like, a full empty line between each other line. You can double space here the ends of paragraphs. That's what this before or after paragraph does. Now that I see it, we could drop that down to nothing. We could put it at 12, would be a single space. However you want to do it. I'm not going to be a stickler on that sort of thing, but overall your paper should look something like this. I don't care if you right justify, left justify, as long as you have something that looks roughly like this. And then we're going to be at about the right length and page numbers. Here we go into page 3, but we can also, if we want to test, highlight all of your text. Go into whatever shows information about your paper, and here we can say, oh, that's 603 words. Good. All right. Obviously, you'll have your own great text here, but that's the idea. Now it'll be time to save this. So I'm in Pages, so when I go to save, this will save as a Pages file. Unfortunately, that's not acceptable for Canvas. So what you need to do instead is go to Export, or maybe Print, but Pages allows you to export to PDF or Word. I don't really care which you use. I find PDF a slightly more reliable, so that's great. Next, and I'll save it to the desktop, nice and easy. So this will be, you can name it whatever you want. My paper, God, Hephaestus. You don't need to put your name or unit in here. The title really doesn't matter, just as long as you can remember it and put it in a place where you remember. So it's exporting, great. Let me go now into my browser. Not Chrome, I think I'm using Safari. Here we go. So we're in the Canvas network, and here you're inside our CLCV 1550 page. Now we have assignment notifications. We know it's coming up. So we have, I guess these are the change things, but the easiest thing to do is to go first to assignments on the left. Well, actually, I said assignments on the left. Probably assignments on the top might be easier. So upcoming, so we're saying, oh yeah, the final no draft required paper 1. That's exactly what we're looking at. It's also heads up that the syllabus quizzes do, but we'll go ahead and click right there. All right, overview. This is all we knew. This is great. Here's some of the information about citation. So we want to upload our file. We have all of the rubric. I'm assuming that you've paid attention to this and now it's just a matter of submitting. Well, you've probably seen already the Submit Assignment button right here. And now we get to choose our file. So it'll bring up a dialog box. We can go to Desktop, find your most recent file, and then we're ready to go. So we can go submit assignment. So it is now uploading. So while it's uploading, let me recap what we've done. We created our document, made sure it was formatted correctly, put our names and information on it, saved it as a PDF or Word document, and now it's submitted. And we can check out our submission details. We can see also, we can test, make sure that it came through all right. But it's got the time, it's got the date. Here it is, and this is what, as a teacher, we're going to be able to look at your paper, give comments either through media, but really what we'll be using is the rubric. This is what, as the TAs and I come to grade, we'll be clicking on these boxes, evaluating you along these lines. So I hope that's all clear and helpful. I'm always available via email to answer these questions, but I'll be busy on Friday night around midnight, so please figure this out a little bit before then. All right, take care, everyone.